The Grit and the Grim. A Day in 1325. Forget the fairy tales. Forget the gleaming armor and noble quests. Tonight, we strip away the varnish of history to reveal the raw, splintered wood beneath. We're traveling to the year 1325. This isn't a land of chivalry, it's a world of survival, measured in blisters, breaths, and bites, both insect and mortal. Your awakening is not gentle. It is a rude assault. The church bell tolls in the distance, a leaden fist pounding the dawn. It's your alarm clock, medieval style, merciless, omnipresent, and offering no snooze button. You don't so much rise as you are excavated from a nest of decaying straw that was once a mattress. It crackles with life, not the good kind. The air is thick with a symphony of scents: damp earth, wood smoke, the pungent tang of the goat tethered in the corner, the sweet rot odor of unwashed wool, and the underlying ever-present bouquet of human existence. Your home is a single-room hut with walls that shiver in the wind. The open concept floor plan means your entire family, parents, siblings, a random cousin who never left, share this space with your livestock and a thriving ecosystem of fleas and lice. Privacy is a concept as foreign as a pineapple. You are 22 years old. By the standards of your time, you are entering middle age. Your joints protest with a chorus of pops and creaks as you stand on the packed earth floor, which is either chillingly damp from last night's rain, seeping cheerfully through the thatched roof, or crusted with something best not contemplated. You are never alone. You are a walking habitat. Now nature demands an audience. The toilet is a wooden bucket in the corner, already holding the contributions of your kin. Your duty, once finished, is to open the shutter and hurl the contents into the street with a half-hearted shout of "Gardez-vous!", a Norman French warning that no one heeds. The streets are a viscous tapestry of mud, refuse, and mystery. If you are fortunate enough to live near a castle, you might have a garderobe, a stone seat emptying directly into the moat. A poetic, if perilous, arrangement, as invaders learned they could sometimes enter a fortress through this most ignoble of back doors. Breakfast is an exercise in grim sustenance. You won't find eggs or coffee. You will find pottage. This is not a stew. It is a perpetual bubbling entity in a cauldron over the fire. Daily new scraps, a handful of grain, a woody turnip, some dubious beans, are added to the primordial sludge that has been simmering for weeks. It tastes of hunger and resignation. Your bread is a dense, dark loaf made of rye and barley, often bulked with ground acorns or, in desperate times, sawdust or even clay. It is less food and more a culinary shield. You wash this down with weak ale. Yes, ale for breakfast. The water from the stream is a swirling broth of parasites and waste. The brewing process makes the ale safe, so everyone drinks it, children included. It is hydration born of necessity, not pleasure. Dressing is no act of vanity. You have one outfit, a rough, scratchy tunic of wool or linen, worn until it stands on its own from grime and sweat. Underwear is a luxury you likely don't possess. Your shoes, if you have them, are crude leather sacks for your feet. More often, you go barefoot, your soles toughened against stones, dung, and the cold. Consequently, your skin is a battlefield. Fleas, lice, and bedbugs are your constant itchy companions. A rash isn't a reason to see a doctor, it is a season of your life. And your smile? A liability. Dental care consists of chewing a minty twig if you're ambitious. By your mid-20s, your teeth are stained, cracked, and often aching. Tooth decay is a one-way street leading to the barber surgeon, the same man who trims your hair, who will, with iron pincers and no anesthetic, attempt to extract the offending molar.
An infected tooth can, and often does, lead to a fatal fever. Your breath is a permanent fact of life. Romance, one imagines, involved a great deal of looking past the obvious. Your work is your life, defined by the sun. As a peasant, you labor on land owned by a lord who doesn't know your name. Your tools are your hands, a wooden hoe, and a body already aging prematurely. You plow, sow, weed, and harvest from dawn until dusk, 6 days a week. There is no overtime, no promotion, only the relentless calculus of survival, work or starve. If you are a woman, your labor doubles, field work plus the endless unpaid toil of cooking, cleaning, child-rearing, and spinning. Children work as soon as they can walk, their tiny hands tasked with scaring crows or gathering sticks. Life is a shared, grinding exhaustion. The weather is not a topic of small talk, it is an active adversary. Winter means a hearth fire you can scarce afford to feed, biting cold that seeps through every crack, and damp that settles in your bones. Frostbite is not a medical condition, it is a bad chill. Summer transforms your hut into a stifling oven, your unwashed woolens into a sweaty prison, and the world into a cloud of flies, drawn to you and the ever-present stench. There is no relief, only endurance. When you fall ill, you enter the terrifying realm of medieval medicine. Your body is governed by the 4 humors: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile. Sickness is an imbalance. The cure? Often it's bloodletting. A barber opens a vein or applies hungry leeches to drain the excess life force. For a fever, for melancholy, for a cough, the answer is often to make you weaker. Surgery is a butchery performed with unclean tools on patients held down or drunk into stupor. Herbs, prayers, and superstition fill the gaps where knowledge should be. You are as likely to be killed by the cure as by the disease. Your evening meal is another gamble with the pottage pot, perhaps with a scrap of salted meat on a feast day. Food preservation is an art of smoke, salt, and hope. Meat is often half spoiled. Bread can be contaminated with ergot fungus, causing convulsions and hallucinations. And spices like pepper are worth more than your monthly earnings. Poaching a rabbit from the Lord's forest is a crime punishable by mutilation or death. Every bite is a risk. And looming over it all is the church, the ultimate landlord of your soul. It dictates your calendar, your morals, your very understanding of the world. You pay tithes, 1/10 of all you produce. You attend Mass, confess sins real and imagined, and live under the vivid threat of hell, described in gruesome, fiery detail by the priest. Questioning is heresy. Heresy leads to the stake. Your life is framed by the ringing of prayer bells and the weight of perpetual spiritual debt. For women, this world is even harder. Your path is set at birth. Marriage by 12 or 14, a life of subservience to your husband, and the perilous gauntlet of childbirth, a leading cause of death with no pain relief or medical aid. Outspokenness can brand you a scold, or worse, a witch, with punishments ranging from the scold's bridle, a metal muzzle, to drowning or burning. Violence is commonplace, casual, and brutal. Justice is a spectacle. Theft can cost you a hand. Slander can get your tongue pierced. Trial might involve an ordeal, holding a red-hot iron. If your wounds fester, you're guilty. Executions are public entertainment, a macabre festival for the masses. Death comes early. Life expectancy is around 30 to 40, dragged down by staggering infant mortality. You might die from plague, famine, a farming accident, a simple infected cut, or childbirth. Your funeral is a hasty affair, a shallow grave, a few prayers, and you are gone, your memory fading as quickly as your name from the wooden cross. This is the truth of the medieval dream. It was not simple or romantic. It was filthy, painful, short, and deeply unfair. It was a hierarchy carved in stone and misery. Yet, and this is the haunting, beautiful paradox, within this relentless grind, people still loved. They told jokes by firelight, sang songs of loss and mischief, crafted beautiful things from wood and song, and found fragments of joy. They endured. They were us, stripped of every comfort we take for granted. So tonight, as you lie in a clean bed, in a warm room, with medicine in your cabinet and safe food in your kitchen, spare a thought for the stubborn, resilient ghosts of 1325. They lived through the darkest of days so that you, centuries later, wouldn't have to. Their struggle is the silent foundation of your comfort. Remember them not with pity, but with a profound and humble respect.